Jamal Agnew on the return. This makes it up to the 25. Around the Falcons for their first possession. They're brought out by the 8th pick in the 2024 draft. Out of your alma mater, the University of Washington, Michael Penix Jr.
One of the big advantages of Michael Penix coming into the league is it wasn't storybook in college. In fact, he got beat up in Bloomington. Everybody remembers the end at Washington, the runner-up for the Heisman, the national title game, but he took a beating. Injuries derailed many of his years back at Indiana. And I think because of that background, because of all that gets built through that adversity, he's more than ready for everything that comes his way.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
That's the one. That's exactly the way you show a crowd you've got no issues playing on the road. One snap in, you're celebrating a sack. Well, the tens of thousands in the building, they watch their guy pick himself up off the turf.
Hopefully not a sign of how this game is going to go as they step up for 2nd and long. Penix working from the gun. Nabbed by Kyle Pitts. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
1st and 10 from the 41. They're going to run it here. It's Bijan Robinson. Keeps himself upright. And he's in. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons take a 6-0 lead right away. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown.
You know, Kate, I think one thing we've clearly learned about the analytics of this game at the NFL level, explosive plays matter. And to get one on the opening series, that has got to feel good for this offense.
John Parker Romo out to try the point after.
For the extra point.
Extra point set right down the middle. And the Falcons will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
7. Dolphins nothing.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Here comes Malik Washington. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. So the Dolphins offense headed out for their opening drive. I know you love this guy, Brock, a fellow lefty like you, now in his 6th season, Tua Tagovailoa.
Unfortunately, those injuries returned last season. Katie played his fewest games since his rookie season 11. It was pretty obvious, too. Those Dolphins, 6-5 with him, 2-4 without him. He's a difference maker.
Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10. Tua taken right to the air. Dumped off to his running back. He dodged the tackle. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Miami. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Completed over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a pickup of 11. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
On play action, here's Tagovailoa. Downfield, this finds Waddle. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And it'll be first down, Miami.
First down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Man in motion, out of the slot. Tua off the play fake. That's Waddle again. Touchdown, Miami! The Dolphins finish off their opening drive. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Riley Patterson on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Dolphins start off well to tie things 7-7. They send this away. Here's Agnew on the return. Onto the field comes the Atlanta offense for the second time. Their last drive contained a heavy dose of the ground game, a little old-school dominance on the way to a touchdown, Brock. Let's see if they stick with it or if they go aerial this time around. First call here coming from the shotgun. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. Fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Penix here from the gun. Pass is caught. That's Darnell Mooney. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. They get 13 on the pickup, and the Falcons will have a first.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains. 1st and 10, a run to Robinson.
And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. Back for our second quarter. It's Falcons football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. It's not met the standard they set for themselves.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Penix. Hauled in left side. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
It's a gain of 35. That's another Falcons 1st down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Sending love from a bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really want to brag.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
Touchdown, Atlanta! The Falcons take a 2nd-quarter lead. Kyle Pitts with the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even in early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Romo on to try the point after.
Lining up for the extra point.
The point after splits the uprights. And the Falcons break that tie and now lead by 7.
Dolphins 7.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Eskridge to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins are back on offense. Tua Tagovailoa out there once again. They've got a chance to tie this up here as they trail 14-7. Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. A tight end in motion now. Tagovailoa's hit. The ball is out. And the Falcons scoop it up. And Atlanta will return it for a touchdown. The Falcons grow their lead off the turnover.
This quarterback, you just cannot play it fast and loose with ball security, because those defenders, Kate, on the other side, they practice all week to rip and tear and claw at that football. He gave it away, and even worse, you watch him return it for 6.
Romo on to try the point after.
Lining up for the extra point.
Extra point set right down the middle. And the Falcons double their lead to 14.
Dolphins 7. Bradley Pinion set
Still
to
reeling
kick
a
off.
little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. Eskridge on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Dolphins sending their offense back out there. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10. First carry now. This is Ollie Gordon. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Finds the in route complete. This gets forward a little, not a ton, to the 35. Brought down by the rookie Xavier Watts.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you can take a lick at any time.
Throwing on 3rd, Tagovailoa. Waddle makes the catch. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down. It's the 2-minute warning now from Atlanta. The Dolphins at a deficit. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Rose caught. And they make the tackle at the 38. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Tagovailoa on 1st down. Escapes the pocket. And he's going to slide down here. Picked up close to 5 before the slide. It's going to be 2nd down.
Kate, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But the net's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. They bring Westbrook Akine in motion left. Tagovailoa, quick throw, complete. Trying to beat him with a quick pass, but not quick enough. That winds up as a loss.
You call that receiver screen, and every once in a while, that wide receiver, he's got to be his own blocker. He's got to make the first guy or two miss. That didn't happen. Play goes nowhere.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. They motion a receiver left. Throwing. Here's Tagovailoa on 3rd. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
The call play action would have been better to actually give it to him on a carry right there, Kate. The front was fooled for about a split second, if that. And that play call ended up working in their favor as it leads to a sack.
Now it's Jake Bailey, who's out to punt this for the Dolphins. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. This one's headed for the sideline and out. We'll get the mark. They say it's at the 9 where it crossed. So entering the locker rooms, got ourselves a 2-score game. It's time to hear from Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
as always. Big thanks to our guy Scott Hansen and everyone down in Orlando. We're back looking at a 2-score game here, Brock, as our third quarter gets underway. Now to kick it away, here's Pinion. Washington now to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Dolphins getting their offense out there to start off this second half. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. Second half begins with a run by Achane. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play. But it does put you a little bit behind schedule. That second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. He can run it. He's going to wisely get into the slide. Manages to avoid any sort of contact, but he did start a little bit shy of what they needed for that first down.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
3rd and 2, now Tagovailoa. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And it's 4th and short. We'll see if they go for it.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and incomplete.
So the Dolphins readying for the punt. Jake Bailey's going to kick it away. Punt meets him at the 28. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Now here come the Falcons on offense. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Here's Robinson, start the drive. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Play fake, Penix. That's incomplete on 2nd down. Well, no look on his first look of the game, so it'll be 3rd down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. 3rd and long, they're going to throw. Gets this one to London. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock, here who got to have short memories. You tell me these two defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Penix. Has him on the quick hitter. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
3rd and just 2 to go. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. That one's caught by Mooney. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
Yeah, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him, so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
All set now, 1st and 10. Run it with Robinson from the pistol. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
That sure looks like a terrific call after you fouled up because the execution was awesome by everybody. You get that kind of run on 1st and goal, it sets the table for more success.
1st down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Penix looking to pass. And they will score a touchdown to Atlanta. The Falcons push their lead further to start the half. Michael Penix Jr. the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith. Right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Romo adds the point after. And the Falcons stretch their lead to 21.
Falcons 28, Dolphins 7.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion.
Set to kick off.
Washington now to return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Tagovailoa back to throw. Here's a screen for Achane. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35.
With that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. So long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's the Dolphins who have the ball, hoping they can flip the script because this game has been a nightmare for them so far. First down, ball at the 36. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Short pass brought in. And he'll get it up to the 44.
It's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Tagovailoa working from the pistol. He keeps it and takes off. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. He manages a gain of 8 there. And it'll be first down, Miami.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
Putting a receiver in motion. Tagovailoa on first down. Brought in. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage. Sometimes teams breaking the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
First down, Tagovailoa to throw. Pocket isn't holding out. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backward. Second down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and clear. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home with that sack.
They send a man in motion. Tua now from the gun. Throwing the out route complete. He's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still Brock not enough to avoid third down.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believe it, your guy can get there.
7th play of the drive. They've been moving it well. This is 3rd and 6. Throw here, 3rd down. Completed over the middle. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. That's the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. Dolphins trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. He's going to tuck it and run. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Achan goes up and over for the touchdown. The Dolphins get it back to within 2 possessions. Devon Achan with the touchdown. Made the right read on the RPO inside the red zone, Brock, and things worked out.
And you know what is so key about these RPOs? It's that mesh point. It's the details right there, not immediately giving any indication of what they were going to do, and it created, Kate, the slightest of hesitations for the defense, and that slightest opportunity is all he needed to hit the end zone.
Patterson on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Dolphins getting back to a 14-point game.
Dolphins 14.
Time ticking away, they prepare for a must-get onside kick. And the Falcons cover off the kick. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, okay, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
The Falcons and running back Bijan Robinson getting set to begin another drive. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground.
I showed it what they call it. She said the boom palace. Straight from Bankhead. I said you're good at what you do. Just you and your crew. They even got players and thugs doing it too.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Here's Robinson up the middle. Trying to fight free, he can't do so. They've got him behind the line. Now let's see, Brock, if they call their final timeout. Miami calls a timeout here in 2nd. And they'll have just one left to burn now. Gave away a couple on the 1st down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12. Another carry for Robinson. And this is looking familiar, partner. He's dropped for a loss again. It's going to be 3rd down. The Dolphins choosing to spend their final timeout here. That's all they had. So the offense free to start running the clock down now. Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Bails out of the pocket quick, and he gives himself up after a short gain.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield. Get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
So with the Falcons set to punt on 4th, on comes Bradley Pinion. And thankfully, he hasn't been needed until the final quarter. And this will force them to start inside the 20. That punt heads out about the 15-yard line. Offense returning to the field now for the Dolphins. And that last impressive touchdown drive, well, they'll have to see if they can repeat that. They're backed up again to start this one. Going trips left here as they get set. 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. On 1st down, here's Tagovailoa. It's caught left side by Hill. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Right back to Hill. This is caught. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's going to get the Dolphins a 1st down.
I know Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Finds him over the middle. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. So the Falcons earn the win in this one. They did their part, Brock, defending the home field, using that advantage to secure the victory. We know home field advantage is a real thing. And the crowd, they did their part too, adding to just an awesome atmosphere, helping energize those players at big moments of today's ballgame.
Yeah, it is super fun to win on the road. I'm not going to lie, to quiet the crowd. But you know what's even better? When you get to celebrate with your family, your friends, your hometown people, your community, and you know, more importantly, they played a role as that extra voice in that building, man. It is a rewarding feeling.